Okay, so this was a dream that I had on. It's dated 3:15, so none of these dreams are going to be in order, chronological order. I just as I think of them, as I look them back up, because I've written down a lot of my dreams. So what I'll do is I'll just record them as I come up with them. Anyway, on this one, it was I started out in this place between like two countries, and which there was this like small area, and it was considered a neutral zone, and some people called it a lawless zone. And one part of it looks like a baseball field with a wall, a large wall with a door in the middle of it, and that door goes into one of the countries. Um, so I was in this one shack that these two young men asked me to go into with them because they wanted to show me something funny, and for some reason I trusted them. Anyway, I went in there and I had gotten inside and saw what I thought was like a mannequin laying on its side with one of its arms was extended and it was like pointing towards the sky. And I realized it was a real person when I got closer. And I got scared, but I turned around and I asked him what it was all about. Then this guy comes around the corner with this big smile, and for some reason I knew his name was Larry. And he had like disarmingly good looks. He was kind of rough looking, you know. He had the beard stubble, and he told me to sit down and have a real look. So I sat next to this corpse because I thought, well, maybe I'm mistaken. But anyway, I got closer and I sat down. But as soon as I did, he picked up like a shard of something sharp and he put it up to my neck. And he told me to calm down because, I mean, I know I had to be showing that I was really scared. Anyway, he told me to calm down, and he said he wanted to finish his work. And his buddies, the guys that had got me into that little shack, they were hanging back and laughing. And they thought it was really funny. And then he was talking about how the piece, his artwork, and I'm putting this in air quotes, his artwork was supposed to look. And he just wanted a piece of my intestine to put in the mouth of the other person laying there. And he started describing how he would do it. Now, the guys that were hanging back were watching me and laughing. I think they just got off on the terror. They enjoyed seeing my terror. Somehow I knocked the shard from his hand, and I pulled back. Then I jumped on my feet and I started running for the door. And just as I got to the door, he caught me, and the thought came into my mind that I'd have to do something that I had seen before, but I hadn't ever done it. And so when he grabbed me by the shoulder, I turned around and I put my finger into his eye and popped it out. And while I was doing that, while that happened, I was using my other hand to dig a finger into his other eye. But just before I popped it out, he let go of me and I moved away. I turned around and I started to walk away, and then he said, "Hey," instead of just running. I hesitated, and I knew from that hesitation that I was probably going to die. And that's when I woke up.